don't believe everything you think. Hi, I'm Denise, and this is Life with Denise. Let's think about that for a moment. What are you thinking about? Is there something that you or I would consider brokenness, or something that's left an emotional or physical scar? Is there a person, an event, or something that we carry in our thoughts that cause us to see the world with that filter to make us feel less than or inadequate? Have you ever felt that way? Well, I sure have. I have to recalibrate my thinking every day, sometimes every hour, even every second. Can you relate? Have you ever been focusing on one thing and then suddenly realize that you're thinking something entirely different? Now imagine with me. What if you didn't have that kind of a limiting mindset? Sometimes we have a tendency to adopt a limiting mindset. This is a self-imposed a lot of times, and it's not only what other people have done or said, it's also what you or I have decided and believed for ourselves. So the question is this: what life are you living? Are you living what someone else decided for you? These thoughts and beliefs live in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind believes in black and white. What you declare, it believes. So your declaration needs to align with what you want. God gives us the desires of our heart. When we pray and seek Him, then our desires align with God's purpose for us. What are your dreams on your heart? Because what you think about, you bring about. Success accumulates. You are what you are today because of a decision that you've made. Life events even shape us. We develop a belief system through them. So when things happen or when we make mistakes, we just think that we're too far gone, or we're even just too much, that we will never be able to be repaired. It reminds me of the story about the elephant in the circus. When he's young, he's tied to a pole, and he goes round and round on this pole every day. He tries to get away, and he just keeps going round and round because the rope is tied, and every day, round and round on the same circle. Finally, he just stops trying. He just gives up. He gives up trying, even to try to escape. However, one day, when he's old and finally is let loose, the rope is gone, but he still goes around and around because he has those limiting beliefs. He doesn't believe that he can do anything other than go round and round on the same path that he's been on his entire life. He doesn't even try. He doesn't believe that there's a way out. He just keeps on thinking, well, I'm here. I'm stuck. Do you ever feel like that? Let's imagine for a moment. What would you do today if time or money were no object? Where would you go? Who would you be there with? What would you accomplish? Probably the biggest question is, who would you become without limiting beliefs? The elephant doesn't believe that he can do more. Do you ever feel like that elephant? Do you feel like you can't do more because of what someone else has said to you? Or maybe it's a box that you put yourself in. Or maybe it's just an experience that's created a belief that you can ever change. We call those really awful thoughts. Or another way we could say that would be rats. You need to get the rats out of your mind. Think a new thought. Take the lid off of your limiting belief. Did you know that there's been studies that say that the average person thinks 50 to 70,000 thoughts per day? That's 3,000 thoughts per hour, which comes down to about 50 thoughts per minute or 1 thought per second. Some research even says that as much as 98% of our thoughts that we have are exactly the same as the day before. And 80% of those are negative. So you can see, if you can change your mind and change your thoughts, how you could change your whole life. You are what you think. It's powerful to learn to think positive. If you realize how powerful your thoughts are, you would never think another negative thought. In the Bible, it says in Proverbs, "For as he thinks in his heart, so is he." It also says in Proverbs, "Be careful what you think, because your thoughts run your life." You cannot sit back and wait to be happy and healthy and have a great thought life. You have to make the choice to make it happen. You are in control. It's been said this way: you're either going into a season of challenge, you're in a season of challenge, or you're coming out of a challenge. There's always going to be something and things that situations that we have to overcome. When we act on our emotions, feelings become real, and we validate them, then we focus on lack, and we lose our focus. We need to empty the lack and fill up the space with thoughts of hope, joy, and peace. Do you feel inadequate? 95% of our actions are subconscious actions. So if you make your daily affirmations and say out loud every day what you want to accomplish and who you want to become, how will your life change? What is your perspective? Do you always look at something like the saying says, is your glass half full, or do you see the glass half empty? Let's make a new habit today. Fill your glass to overflowing with positive and good, productive thoughts. Are you believing everything you think? Here is your challenge. Screen those thoughts. Eliminate the ones that aren't serving you best. Pick one and delete it now. Unsubscribe from that automatic download. Get rid of those rats. It's been said that the biggest math you can calculate is the future cost of your current decision. I challenge you and me right now to choose to make the decision to think about what we're thinking about. It's been said, if you think you can't, you're right. And if you think you can, you're right. I know we can do it. Thanks for sharing the journey with me. I'm Denise, and this is Life with Denise.